From Fox 5 News, this is Good Day New York.
We want to get you up to speed on technology. You know, these days, new technology is making it easy to shoot pictures and videos, then upload them to the web, but is it legal? A recent story of a guy on a motorcycle was recording when he was pulled over by plainclothes policemen. Take a look at this.
Get off motorcycle. Get off the motorcycle. Get off the motorcycle. State police.
Wow, what are the ramifications of recording someone when they don't know it's actually happening? Well, here with the latest tech information is Shelly Palmer, Managing Director of Advanced Media Ventures Group, a technology and media consulting firm. Shelly, I got you last week in the elevator on my iPhone.
You did.
Actually. I asked you if it was okay. He told me what some super apps were, which is another story. But this is something we all do now with these apps that we have, Facebook. It's very easy to shoot video of a crowd. You're out at a party, and you post it right on the web. It doesn't seem like there are big ramifications, but clearly there are.
Well, in this case, this particular guy actually is an Air National Guard staff sergeant, and he had a helmet cam on, and when he got stopped, he recorded the traffic stop. There's a weird little law, the wiretap law, and the audio portion is considered a private conversation, and he could spend 16 years in jail for having illegally wiretapped the conversation.
Is it just in Maryland, or do we have the same law in our area?
I'm not a lawyer, but I can tell you that the law is applied differently in different states, and it is a very, very kind of like weird interpretation of the law, and it gets overturned all the time. No one's gone to jail for this yet, but I think we could use this as a teaching moment more than looking at the individual case and say, what do you have the right to upload when you take a picture of a street performer, when you take a picture of anything? Like, do you have the right to upload it? And if so, can they come back and get you? Especially when some of the new video services, including YouTube, will let you put advertising on it.
You know, technology has gone so far. How do we go backwards now and say, oh, no, we're not going to put this on the web anymore? Everybody posts things on the web.
And everybody wants to be 15 minutes of fame, 15 megabytes of fame, 15 seconds of fame, or now in the case of Twitter, 15 words of fame. I want to be famous for 15 words.
Right, everyone wants that one video on YouTube that gets 1 million hits, right? 1 million views.
And so the question is, do you have the right to put it up there? If you make the video yourself and it's of you doing things, of course you have the rights to do it. But when you shoot other people without their permission, if they are famous, want to be famous, if they own their rights, and you don't ask or don't get permission, you could put yourself at risk. And I think it's just important for all of us to remember that just shooting willy-nilly everywhere, oh, I like that, I'm going to shoot that, let me post it on YouTube, that might not always be the best idea ever.
How is that possible? TMZ has made a program out of that.
Yes, in under 15 seconds, they have what's known as fair use, and it's used for news. And if you have a news show and you use under 15 seconds of pretty much anything, you can get away with it. That's the copyright law in the United States.
What was this guy on the motorcycle doing anyway that the cop got out of the car with a gun?
It's pretty threatening.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I don't know what he was doing because that's actually privileged also. Here's what's interesting. The police, as you can imagine, don't care for those kinds of videos to be made because I'm not sure the plainclothes guy who runs out of the car and he says, get off the bike without identifying himself first as a police officer. I mean, someone stopped me like that, I'd be scared. There was an unmarked car, guys in plain clothes, pulls out a gun. That's what he did first. That was the opening volley. So obviously that's not the best light that the police could be put in. I just think, forgetting the specifics of this case, this is a teaching moment for all of us. What can you record? What can't you record? What should you record? And more importantly, what should you upload?
And what do you tell children, right? Because there's actually, I mean, this isn't about sexting so much, but it is about underage kids potentially getting taped doing things that they shouldn't be doing, right? Whether it's drinking, doing things that are not appropriate.
So ask Michael Phelps how that feels when someone shoots a picture of you and you don't know what's happening, that hit off a bong. Ask former Governor Spitzer how it is to be wiretapped when you're sending an electronic transmission. Oh wait, wasn't that guy that golfer? Let me think. Oh yeah, Tiger Woods. How was that voicemail received?
Yeah.
There's a lot of things we do to make digital audio recordings, digital video recordings, and of course posting. Here's the one thing from today. I know it's far afield, but here's the one thing from today that I think everyone should take. When you shoot a picture of somebody and you put it on Facebook, don't tag them till you send them a Facebook message and say, hey, is it okay for me to tag you?
Wow.
That is a good point, actually.
Quick question. Bill Gates making news today talking about online universities becoming the future of education. Meanwhile, my daughter tried to get an online credit at her school and they would not accept it.
The biggest issue we're having here is that if you want to take an economics degree at MIT, go to iTunes and download the best lectures for free from the best professors. Every university professor has their lectures online now, and they're all available free. Now, my son at Hamilton, when he was in economics class, said I went and I took the same economics class at and he listed all the business schools from Harvard all the way down to Stern because all the lectures were there. So there's a good side to this too, which is, yeah, you're in an accredited university, but all the best lectures are online. At some point, you got to ask yourself, well, why don't I just listen to the lectures and get the degree? I'm going to leave that to the academic community because that's going to be a fight.
They're going to fight it. They're going to fight it because otherwise they'll lose, what, $50,000 a year per student?
55 plus all that transportation stuff. Yeah. After tax dollars, by the way, for those of us who have some children in college.
Yes, yeah. Well, I'm still feeling the effects, Shelly Palmer. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.